The Teapot by Dawn Stevens. To those who serve. The Teapot by Dawn Stevens, published by Dawn Stevens Books, copyright 2020. High in the mountains, a potter created all kinds of vessels with his hands. Each vessel had a special purpose. One vessel was named Little Pot. Little Pot grew red, juicy berries. The potter enjoyed the fruit. He made sure that Little Pot had enough water and sunlight every day. Whenever a berry turned big and red, the potter would pick it. Little Pot became proud of the beautiful berries it grew. It began to wish the potter would not take them away. Each day, after the potter watered Little Pot and checked for new berries, he would make new vessels. It was one of those very days that Little Pot watched as the potter made something unique. First, the potter shaped a round bowl and put it aside. Then he made a long, crooked funnel. Last, he carefully measured the top of the bowl and made a flat disc, the same size. He put all three pieces on the shelf to set. The next day, he took the bowl and the funnel and joined them together. Little Pot thought this vessel had a long, funny nose. The potter called it a spout. Then the potter made a handle on the other side. The round disc fit on top. The potter called it a lid. Then the potter put the vessel in the kiln and named it Teapot. Little Pot could hardly wait for Teapot to come out. It wondered how the potter would use such an oddly shaped vessel. After Teapot was complete, the potter filled it with very hot water. He added a bag of herbs. Soon, Little Pot could see steam rising from Teapot's spout. The potter sniffed deeply and smiled. Little Pot wondered what was happening inside Teapot. After several minutes, the potter picked up Teapot and poured out a beautiful, warm, brown liquid. Little Pot thought Teapot was magnificent. Maybe, thought Little Pot, making tea for the pet potter was better than growing fruit. There did not seem to be new berries growing anyway. Little Pot thought Teapot should be happy, but Teapot wasn't. Teapot seemed angry even after the steam stopped rising from its spout. Teapot was upset that the potter had emptied out the tea. Little Pot comforted Teapot, and as it did, a new big red berry finally grew and ripened. When the potter returned, he smiled at Little Pot and picked the new fruit. Then he filled Teapot with very hot water again. Teapot boiled inside. The potter added a bag of herbs, waited, and then poured out the tea. Teapot grew angrier. It complained, "Why does the potter take away my tea and your fruit? These things should be ours to keep." Little Pot listened and thought about the fruit it grew. Maybe Teapot was right. Just when Little Pot's fruit ripened and was so beautiful, the potter would use it. Was the potter being fair? The potter knew that what the pots were thinking. He did what they wanted. The next day, he did not water Little Pot. And after making the sweet-smelling tea inside Teapot, he disappeared. Teapot was happy and full. Little Pot waited to grow more fruit. Days went by. The pots did not see the potter. Teapot's tea began to lose the sweet smell and grow stale. It stained Teapot's insides. Little Pot still had not grown fruit. Without water, the leaves in Little Pot were starting to wilt too. The pots realized they needed the potter. They admitted they'd been selfish and wished they could see the potter again. The potter hadn't really left them. He had been there all the time. He pruned the wilted leaves from Little Pot and gave it a long drink of water so it could begin to bear new fruit again. He washed Teapot so that every stain was gone and it looked brand new. Teapot and Little Pot knew that they wanted the potter to be with them every day forward. Little Pot realized that bearing fruit is only possible when it meets with the potter daily. The pots learned to give away their fruit and tea. After all, isn't that their purpose? They are eager to be used and served. A note from the author. The fruit of the Spirit that our potter grows through us is not meant for us alone. It's never about having love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, or self-control. It's about showing those qualities to others. Through them, we can be like Teapot and serve others. More books available at dawnstevensbooks.com.